Yo, what's up, YouTube? What a great Patriot here, DGP, back again with another episode of Patriot Keys. And yes, in this video right here, you guys see the new setup, man. Nighttime, it's about 11 o'clock at night, August 25th. Hopefully you get this video out August 26th or, a couple days later, talking about this whole Nick Foles signing. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button, man, on this channel. Not only on this channel, but also on the Fade Podcast, man, where we kind of talk about a lot of the news and sports. We got a big podcast coming up this week, man, with our boy. I'm not even going to say the guest. I'm not even going to say the guest. You're just going to have to tune in, check it out, man. But if you guys know about the whole Earl Thomas situation, if you know the top Ravens YouTuber on YouTube, I just said that twice, but if you know the top YouTuber that discusses Ravens news, you might know who I'm talking about, and we have him on the podcast as well. Some other few special guests made an appearance. But enough of that talk. Let's get into this video about Nick Folk. That's the reason why you're here. Click on the video. So Nick Folk, we decided to re-sign him. Pretty much just like a week-to-week kind of deal. Last year he was with us. He's been a journeyman in the NFL for his whole career, pretty much. He was with Dallas. He's with the Jets and with a lot of other teams. But last year he was with the New England Patriots after Gostkowski got hurt. In the 7 games he was with us, he went 16 of 19 from kicking, and he was undefeated. He was 100% from the extra points. I believe he was 13 for 13. I'm not 100% sure, but I knew he was 100% at kicking extra points. But for the majority of those kicks, from what I can remember, I think it was on like maybe 1 or 2 50-yarders. Most of them were under 50 yards. So pretty much in today's NFL with these kickers and these athletes, it's kind of should be a gimme guarantee for those type of kicks. But yeah, man, with our rookie 5th round pick, you're asking, where's Gostkowski? If you guys forgot, we didn't bring him back this year, contract money wise and everything, and he's still a free agent technically. So, we drafted a guy 5th round, Justin Rohrwasser. If I'm saying his name wrong, please correct me in the comment section. I don't mean to butcher his name, but out of Marshall, that kicker. But he hasn't really been practicing a lot lately. He's been fighting an injury. It's undisclosed. They haven't really said what it was, but they said in Monday's practice he barely has kicked. That he's been on the exercise bike a lot in practice. So Nick Folk's kind of there as an insurance policy. We have extra space, with all the opt-outs and with the extra practice squad slots and all that stuff. So we have extra space, and I guess they brought in Nick Folk because, again, he's familiar with the kicking system. He's familiar with the coaches and all that stuff. So they was like, just in case Justin can't go, start at week 1 and everything, let's bring in Nick Folk. Now, that leads me to Stephen Gostkowski, who's still a free agent, like I said before. Scott Zolak of 98.5 Sports Hub up in New England, former Patriot, one of the team's analysts. He spoke actually to Gostkowski this past week, and he said that Gostkowski told him that 2 AFC teams were interested in him, and Gostkowski turned him down. So it's not like that he didn't get no offers. He decided to turn him down and said he's waiting for the right situation. He still wants to play in the NFL, but he's 36 years old. He wants to play for the right situation, so who knows what the teams were. With that being said, does that mean, thinking about this, so Justin's injured, you kind of need a kicker. Why not bring in Stephen Gostkowski? My only logic with not bringing him back would be just because they want to kind of start fresh. They want to kind of do things a little bit differently here, bring in some new life, bring in some new energy, even though Nick Folk is pretty old. But he's, when you think of Patriot kickers, you think of Gostkowski, you think of Adam V, the GOAT. And when you also think about it, as Patriot fans, we've been pretty spoiled. Outside of maybe 1 or 2 off years, we had Shane Graham for a year, we had Martin Gramatica after Adam Vinatieri. For about 20 years or so, we've had a great, reliable kicker that I can say we count on now when it comes to Stephen Gostkowski ever since, I believe it was the 2015 AFC Championship game. I think it was 2015. Whatever the AFC Championship game, the year we faced the Denver Broncos in Denver, he missed the kick, and it seemed like he got the yips ever since then, and wasn't the same kicker. He still was a great kicker, still was one of the best kickers in the game, above average, but he wasn't that elite guy. Like, I would, around that time, you can argue outside of Justin Tucker, he was the 2nd best kicker in the game, but ever since, that missed kick in the AFC Championship game, I've seen his level I've seen his productivity level slip. Oh, man, I'm getting tongue-tied right here, man. But, I think we should have brought him back. Again, maybe they don't want that kicker controversy because Nick Folk, he's not seen as a guy who is going to cause that controversy in terms of questions and all that stuff. So maybe they just wanted to kind of help the rookie out because, again, Gostkowski's been there for about 10-plus years, so and you don't want to bring him that. And I think they just think that Justin is going to be okay. Again, undisclosed injury. They haven't said anything, but I think they're just like, just in case. So it's something to monitor. It could come down to a field goal into the end of the games, and you know, like I said, with our recent string of kickers, with Adam Vinatieri and Stephen Gostkowski, 9 times out of 10, we probably just want to bang that through and win the game. So we'll see how that all works out, man. But yeah, Nick Folk is signed with the New England Patriots, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. Should we have signed him, or should we have brought back Stephen Gostkowski instead with all this situation stuff? So if you were a Patriot fans, let me know in the comment section, which kicker would you like to have going into the 2020 year? Do you want the rookie, the young guy? You want Nick Folk, kind of, I would say he's like the backup quarterback roller kicker. I don't know how that would be. Or Stephen Gostkowski, you know, the vet, the guy who knows the Patriots, and he's been a Patriot his whole life. So let me know which kicker you would like to go into the season. I preferably would like Stephen Gostkowski, but that's just me. Bill Belichick's GM, and he's going to do that. So it's your boy DGP, y'all. Again, subscribe, like, comment, all the great stuff. Get you next time, y'all. Peace.